Hello. Hello, guys, and I am here with Jordy to play some great game day bingo. We got some awesome prizes here available. $212 at 58 balls or less, 48 balls or less for a major jackpot of $1,000, and a mega jackpot of $19,000 you can take home in 46 balls or less, as me and Jordy will be here live, broadcasting the next 23 games to you live on the Pilot TV's Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both YouTube Live and Twitch. So hopefully you guys are checking those out, sending out some messages, as we'll shoot you out some luck as you get on after some of this great bingo.
Absolutely, and things are officially getting interesting as we are underway in this great game here. We'll have to see who's going to be taking home what prize in this first round. But before we do that, we'd love to highlight a great player who ended up taking home a great prize just yesterday. We also want to make sure that you guys are checking us out wherever it is convenient for you, whether you're watching us on those great Pilot TVs live and in person, or anywhere else. Guys, go and check us out wherever it is convenient for you. We'd love for you guys to be sticking around and having a blast alongside us.
Well, as we try and give out some great jackpot prizes, we want to highlight some weekly jackpot winners. We gave out 19 jackpots over the last 7 days and 38 jackpots throughout this season 17. Feels like a real little number because we've been highlighting hundreds and hundreds of jackpots over the last 6 months, and so now to be back down to 38 jackpots is a little disheartening, but
Makes me ambitious.
we'll be back there. There you go. It should motivate you. For me, I'm like, man, we had so many. I wish we could have went to 600, 1,000. I want to see 1,000 jackpots go out. But great job to all 38 winners so far in this 2025, as we got one singular jackpot that went out yesterday.
That's right, as we had THKFL over at the Wild Bills Sports Saloon Blaine. They got to take home $7,016 yesterday. Congratulations.
Yes, great job to you, THKFL. I was trying to think of a new acronym for TH, because earlier I said the Heineken killing Florida lady, and so you drink a lot of Heineken. That's what the reference was. But you said the hippo kicks the football long. I think something like that, and I can't think of a new one. We do have Flores over at the Concordia Lanes taking home $59. Congratulations to you, Flores, in this awesome matchup. Maybe Brian Flores, the defensive coordinator for the Minnesota Vikings out there, taking home a nice win. Congratulations to you.
Absolutely. Hopefully you are out there having a blast, taking home a great jackpot prize alongside us, as we have that minor jackpot now at 60 balls or less, the very ball count that they were able to take home that first prize in. It is closing in over $280. We'll have to see if we can get over 300 in the next 2 minutes. So grab your friends, grab those iPads, and get enrolled.
Should be a lot of fun. 2 minutes to get enrolled into this upcoming game.
That's right, so stick around and get enrolled. But if you guys want to stay up to date with Pilot Games, I highly suggest heading on over to Facebook, searching up Pilot Games, and giving us a like and follow. That way you can stay up to date with all of our weekly bingo schedules, event details, those big progressives, whatever they've grown to, and even more there. It's a great place to send those player pictures, and really the hub of our community that gets to interact with each other on there as well. It is a lot of fun, so head on over to that Facebook page today. It's got a link tree right at the top of that page where you guys can go and click direct links to all of our other social medias, our streaming platforms, pgl.world, and even all the locations around Minnesota are conveniently listed for you guys there as well.
Absolutely. It is a great source of information, and we hope you guys utilize it to the max. As
to the max.
Is that a saying? Is that something?
It is from Wizards of Waverly Place, where Max comes up with the sandwich of the official sandwich of the Yankees.
To the max.
Yeah, and it's to the max, and it's got chicken tenders, mashed potatoes, peanut butter. Yeah, there was a lot to it.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Chicken strips, peanut butter, mashed potatoes, all on the same sandwich. It
I
was
was right.
called
I
To the
remembered the
Max.
recipe.
You did. You did remember To the Max. Would you eat it to the max?
Yes.
Have you ever tried it to the max?
No.
No, you haven't, but you would
But I
definitely.
love all three things, and I love a toasted sub bun. So I mean, throw them together. Why
I
not?
definitely could see you enjoy the chicken strips and mashed potatoes
I've
and a
had
sandwich bun, but the
so
peanut butter definitely throws a little weirdness into it.
yeah, the peanut butter definitely throws off the flavor profile. But I don't know if you guys in Minnesota at your college towns have these restaurants, but here in Michigan at our various college towns we have these burrito places. They all have different names, but they're all essentially the same restaurant, and they put together mashed potatoes, chicken strips, barbecue sauce, all the
Yeah.
works, and they put it in these big burritos. And it is something I've only seen in our college towns here in Michigan, but
Have you been to a lot of college towns in other states and
in
gone searching for those
no,
places?
but I have friends who have attended colleges in other places, and they always say, no one has Conrad's. No one ever has Conrad's, which is our
Ah.
Michigan State burrito place in Lansing. Yeah.
They go by different names everywhere. So I have no idea whether they're in other places or not. I think they're delicious though. They're a great time, and usually they
Yeah.
stay open pretty late.
The
So
one in
that's
our college town closed, unfortunately.
yeah, not enough people. It was always empty, so that it made sense.
Other than when my dad came to town.
Yeah, he was ready to go to
Their
that.
number one fan.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I always get sad. Yeah, there's always I feel like especially in college towns, it's really tough for businesses to be able to stay afloat because they're so reliant on the college.
Yeah, the summer months are just so dead.
Yeah, exactly. So it gets difficult to be able to keep those places open. You need a place where it's got a large population outside of the college students that still want to go eat at whatever location that may be. So works out for some places and not for others. But I do like a good wrap with a bunch of just random stuff.
Absolutely. There was ones with like mac and cheese and buffalo chicken.
That's what I got
and
all the time.
So crazy.
Yeah, it was so good. I loved a good mac and cheese wrap. My favorite sandwich of like all time was I used to get at a barbecue place back when I lived in Georgia, and that was a mac and cheese grilled cheese, and that was really good. So instead of just cheese, you'd use mac and cheese for the middle, and it was delicious.
I don't think I'd like that.
Oh, it was so good. I
It
absolutely
seems a
loved it
little
as a kid.
redundant, you know, with the noodles and the bread. You don't really need all that.
You do. You do need all that.
I just tried deep fried mac and cheese squares, and I was not a fan.
I like those as well. We do have the maid over
Yes.
at Eagles of Watana taking home $312.76 in this win. Congratulations to you, the maid.
Absolutely. But you don't like when people put breadcrumbs on top of mac and cheese?
No. No, not the biggest fan of it. I don't mind it. It's not something that I hate, but it's not something that I'd prefer with my mac and cheese. Just because it gets all mixed into the mac and cheese, and I don't necessarily like
You
that.
just don't want breadcrumbs in your mac and cheese.
Yeah, but big slices of bread.
if it stayed crispy on the top.
Yeah,
then-
absolutely, because that creates layers. Now we're talking about a layered item, not something that's all conjumbled together,
Yeah.
kind of item. So I love a good layered item.
Okay.
That's why I'm huge on lasagna over spaghetti. Layered item over
Okay, lasagna is better than spaghetti.
it is.
Just in general.
It's a great
I think-
example though.
I feel like we are in a safe place that we can all just agree that lasagna is superior to spaghetti.
I completely agree with that. Well, I guess for people who are cooking on the go, kind of trying to make some quick, spaghetti is better than.
Oh, absolutely. Whenever I see the non-dominant cooker of the household want to surprise their partner with a home-cooked meal, it's always spaghetti and garlic bread. It's such a fall safe. You really can't mess it up. Even the
It's
worst
so
of
easy.
cooks can make good spaghetti. And so it's widespread, but definitely not the fan favorite when it comes to Italian cuisine.
For sure, for sure. And I mean, if we're being honest, most of the non-cookers can probably cook whatever the main cooker is cooking with lasagna. lasagna because they're usually
It's
just
usually
grabbing
just
Stouffer's lasagna from the
yeah.
frozen aisle and doctoring it up a little bit.
Hey, you never know. My family did lasagna homemade.
My mom was always a homemade lasagna maker. She didn't grab the Stouffer's, or or she just lied to us and told us that it was homemade. But I was pretty sure that it
Just
wasn't.
this past couple months, we were down at my parents' house visiting, and they made a chicken Alfredo lasagna.
Ooh, very, very cool.
How did you like that?
Did I eat that? Was I there for that?
Yeah,
I don't
it's the
remember
last
this.
time we were there
I
over
don't.
Christmas.
I don't remember this meal. I've.
Um, it wasn't like a big meal. It was just like a on the stove. Whoever's hungry could eat it. I assumed you would have some because it was chicken Alfredo, but
I might have missed
I guess
out
not.
on it.
Well, forget him. My mom made chicken Alfredo lasagna, and
Was it out when it was back? Was it when I was running around trying to mount your guys' TV?
I don't know, probably.
That could have been, and then I didn't eat anything that during that time. So
Well, it doesn't matter. They don't care. Well,
I care. I care. I missed out on some chicken Alfredo
we can talk
lasagna.
about it later.
I'm upset that I missed out on that.
I was gonna say I can't believe you didn't know this. I helped my mom make it. We made a homemade bechamel sauce. We home cooked
I didn't even
the
know it
chicken.
existed. I was definitely gone and out and about when that happened. So too bad, too sad, missed out. But just speaking of Alfredo, my family just recently made where they combined a chicken Alfredo and put some like red sauce and spaghetti into it as well and mixed that all together. And apparently they said it was really, really good.
That's actually a very common thing to do is mix Alfredo with
Marinara?
red sauce, yeah, and do a 50-50 mix. You can
Okay.
get that at Olive Garden.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Well,
Yeah.
it's.
I've never gotten it
Yeah,
personally.
yeah,
I
I
don't get Alfredo. But
I was like, that sounds like a great mix up. But then they took it one step further and then threw some mac and cheese that they had made into it as well. And they still said it was delicious. And so I was like, all three of those things I really love. Do I necessarily think that that's, spectacular all mixed together? But maybe not. But, I was, I was like, I would have tried it. I would have tried it. That's for sure.
Some things are made to not be experimented on. I don't know how I feel
Why
about
did
that.
that
The
one throw you off?
trifecta.
Why did why did the
Because it's the Alfredo and red sauce is a common mixture. Throwing in mac and cheese is not.
But what's the the biggest what's the gripe? It's between adding a little bit of cheesy.
Because cheddar is not in the flavor profile of.
You didn't it didn't say it was cheddar mac and cheese.
What kind was it?
I don't know.
Usually mac and cheese is made with cheddar.
You never know. We do have a winner, $131.40 going out to Woodpile over at Haskell's. Congratulations to you, Woodpile. As we now get enrolled into this next game, Minor Jackpot will be clicking up from 52 to 54 balls or less.
That's right. Make sure to get enrolled into this next matchup. But you asked my opinion. I'm talking you through my thought process.
Okay.
Yeah, cheddar doesn't go with Italian. That was my gripings with mac and cheese. Anything else to add?
No, I think it would go. I think it would all go great together as long as, yeah. I think it all works. I think it all works. It's cheese.
Maybe
it's
try it at home today.
Alfredo. It's marinara. You can't really go wrong. I feel like it couldn't mix that bad. We got 2 minutes to get enrolled into this game.
Yeah, if anything, it just ends up being like a hamburger helper.
Yeah, that's what I kind of thought when I was like thinking through
I've
the
also
whole
never
idea.
eaten hamburger helper.
Yeah, I love a good struggle meal. It's super good. We got 1 minute and 50 seconds to get enrolled into this game. I would like to let you know our daily bingo schedule as we play through a lot of great live bingo throughout our day. And we get every day started off at noon with game day bingo running from 12 to 1. Me and Jordy live host a show Monday through Friday, trying to give out great prizes during that 12 to 1 time. At 1 o'clock, we then switch on over to a little Lucky 4 bingo action where we tried to give out $95,000 at 1 o'clock, but that prize did not go out, and so it continues to grow and roll into actually tomorrow's 1 p.m. game as we gave out not necessarily the largest prize on it, but one of those great prizes in Lucky 4 bingo. So now it sits at $94,928 for that 1 p.m. game at Lucky 4 Bingo.
That's right, and after 1 p.m., you jump into some great game day bingo that goes from 1 all the way till 4 p.m., leading you to that second opportunity at Lucky 4 Bingo for the day. Now, today is a Wednesday, so that 6 p.m. opportunity is no longer there, but you guys get to play through some awesome game day bingo each and every day from 4 to 6, leading you up to our game tonight that's going to be Pilot Payday. You guys can check out Pilot Payday every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 6 p.m. to try your hand on a 10-cent card that could award you $2,500. Make sure to come on out for 6 p.m., a Pilot Payday matchup you won't want to miss.
Absolutely. We love some Pilot Payday action. Afterwards, you'll hop into more Game Day Bingo that will finish off your night, running from 6 all the way till 10 p.m. As we absolutely love giving out jackpot prizes, we've already given out 2 different jackpot prizes today. And so we'd love to highlight those jackpot winners as Sirs over at
The Tasty Pizza Hanger 45 got to take home that first prize of the day. It ended up being one of those smaller jackpots in Lucky 4 Bingo right at 1 p.m. $968 got to go out to Sirs. Congratulations over at the Tasty Pizza.
Great win for you, Sirs. As we then saw Kaboom over at the L&M Bar, taking home a nice prize of $1,321. Great job to you, Kaboom.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it makes me think of the great Kevin James work, Here Comes the Boom. I don't think you've ever watched it.
I
Here
don't
Comes
think
the
I
Boom.
have either.
As it's him playing
Whoa.
a UFC fighter in it, and he
Selma
goes,
Hayek is in this.
yeah, Salma Hayek. You got Henry Winkler.
Joe Rogan makes an appearance in this one.
Yeah, he's in a few Kevin James movies.
Maybe they're buddies.
Yeah, maybe. But Here Comes the Boom. I forget what he starts off as. He's okay. So once a
Just let him
collegiate
know.
wrestler, Scott Voss is now a 42-year-old apathetic biology teacher in a failing high school. When cutbacks threaten the school's music program and its teacher, Scott springs into action. He dusts off the long, unused wrestling skills and earns money for the program by moonlighting as a mixed martial arts fighter. Though the school nurse thinks he's crazy, Scott gains something he never expected, and the school rallies behind him.
That is super, super fun. Yeah, super funny that
He
him
gets
and
in great shape for this movie, even though it's still Kevin James. He's not like in some like other actors' great shape, but for Kevin James, he was pretty jacked for the role.
Absolutely. I think he did get in really great shape. There was a period of time where he was steadily increasing in weight, and so this is definitely it definitely came at a good time for him.
Yeah, we do have $39 going out here to Bubba over at our place on 3rd. Congratulations to you, taking home $39.70. As we now get enrolled into this next game with that minor jackpot clicking up from 54 to now 56 balls or less. We'll see if we can give it out at 56 balls or less, as we did just give out that Musco prize at 56 balls. So, why can't we do it again? We'll see if we can make it happen.
That's right, but very fun stuff. Maybe give Here Comes the Boom a watch on today, as Ian decided to shout that one out. I think
Because of
it's
Kaboom taking home a nice jackpot prize.
Yes. Congrats to Kaboom. But I just think it's funny seeing him, and I'm assuming that Selma Hayek ends up being his love interest. And
Yes.
I think that's very funny, as she was in Grown Ups as well as Adam Sandler's love interest.
Yeah. No, she likes working with the Sandler crew, so works well.
fun stuff there. Just about a minute and 40 seconds to get enrolled into this next matchup, so stick around, get enrolled as we have that minor jackpot now at 56 balls or less, like Ian just told you guys.
Yeah, we look like we could be in Willy Wonka right now. Don't you feel like we got an orange tint to us?
Yeah, I have been noticing that.
I feel like we could be an Oompa Loompa.
I feel like I'm the same color as Victor's hair next to me. Look at. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It's
It
not
is.
far
It
off.
is. It is quite similar.
I
Maybe
think it
we're
might
more
be because
yellow.
I'm wearing blue today and it throws off.
The whole color.
I would assume so because we didn't look this way earlier today.
I have no idea. I have no
This
idea
actually wasn't supposed to be on while we were here.
why we look orange on today's broadcast, but you know, I'm gonna
Pretend
take
like
it.
we're in a Tropicana bed.
I like a little Willy Wonka action, so I'll enjoy it. I'll enjoy it while we go after it. Did you enjoy Timothy Chalamet's Willy Wonka?
No.
No, wasn't quite your thing.
No.
Yeah, I thought it really missed me, and I thought not Willy Wonka, Timothy Chalamet just doesn't fit with that little kid type character where you gotta like overact. I feel like he's a really good in like very serious roles, and I felt like Willy Wonka was just a little too over the top for him.
He was definitely like the best part of the movie, I think.
I think the little girl he was like roommates with was the best part.
I didn't like any of the secondary characters. I don't know why. It just wasn't for me. I didn't like the storyline of Wonka, but
I also liked their depiction of the Oompa Loompa. I thought he was quite funny.
I didn't.
You didn't
I
like?
so don't like Hugh Grant as the Oompa Loompa. I would rather have the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory Oompa Loompa. What's his name? The guy, he played all of the Oompa Loompas.
He was great. He was great as the Oompa Loompa.
Phenomenal. He, hands down, is my favorite Oompa Loompa. I think he did like all the choreography. I love it.
Yeah, he was a great Oompa Loompa.
But Gene Wilder's Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory is definitely the best.
Yeah, I mean,
To me,
I think to
my
most
opinion.
people it is. For me, it's not. I have a weird opinion on it, as I loved the
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Really enjoyed that one. It's my favorite Charlie, for sure, and so that really
That
helps out.
actor, I used to get confused with Nicholas Hoult.
Really, I used to.
Because he's from Spiderwick Chronicles and different movies. And I
Yeah,
always
yeah,
just
it's
assumed
from
it was Nicholas
Bates
Hoult.
Motel and
Yes,
and
Good
the Good
Doctor. Yes. I forget he's still acting.
Yeah, he's a big actor.
He's huge. He looks the exact same. He's just 3 feet taller.
Yeah, he's a good actor. I'm a big fan. He's my favorite depiction of Charlie. So that's
He's probably
that's
my
why I
favorite
like it.
depiction of Charlie as well.
All the kids, they're my favorite depiction of the kids.
I
in the
completely agree.
movies.
That's a good way of putting it. I really enjoy all the kids of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory as well.
So that's why I think it's my favorite, is because I really enjoyed all those kids. I really bought into those kids, where when I watched the Gene Wilder ones, I didn't necessarily I didn't relate with those kids the same way that I related with the
That doesn't surprise me
Charlie
at
and the
all.
Chocolate Factory kids, where I was like, oh, I know kids like this in my life, kind of thing.
You want to know something crazy? In Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, those are real squirrels that jump on Veruca Salt.
Yeah.
They trained real squirrels to jump on a human, and they filmed it.
That's awesome. It's so
Insane.
so fun. Daddy, get me a squirrel.
I want a golden goose.
That's so good. We do have Maddie Habs over at the Eagles Albert Lay taking home that awesome prize of $172.17 in this game. Congratulations to you, Maddie Habs, in this awesome game of Game Day Bingo. As me and Jordy will be taking a quick break as you guys get after a double must-go prize here very soon. We'll be back in just a little bit. Hello, guys, and we are back for more of this awesome game day bingo action. Should continue to be a lot of fun here as we got that minor jackpot at $155, 56 balls or less. Major prize at $1,143 at 49 balls or less. And the mega jackpot of $19,946 at 46 balls or less. As we get enrolled into this game, we would like to highlight the two winners from the two games that me and Jordy ended up missing out on.
That's right. That first game we were off air, we ended up giving out a great double Musco, $92.80, going on out to player Viddy over at the Municipal Liquor Store Akeley. Congratulations to longtime player Viddy.
Yeah, great win for you, Viddy. As we then saw another great prize go out in that following game. As this time it was $36.20 going out to JoJo over at Eagles Albert Lay. Congratulations to you, JoJo, in that fantastic win there, as we hope to give out some more great prizes in this upcoming game right here.
That's right, as we are officially underway in this great game, but we would love to highlight some national days for you guys. Our first one, starting it off strong, is National Bagel Day. So toast up your favorite flavor on today, January 15th, as we aim to celebrate this awesome national day. Don't forget to pick your favorite schmear too. You can make it for breakfast, lunch, a snack, or really any of the above.
Yeah, definitely a great one to be able to highlight here. What's your number one breakfast bagel?
Number one breakfast bagel. I'll have to say the everything bagel.
With what kind of schmear?
I like a plain cream cheese.
Okay. Nothing else, just the plain cream cheese, everything bagel. That's the number one pick right there.
That's probably what I eat the most. But
Okay.
if I had my choice, I would definitely have some smoked salmon on top as well.
Ooh,
Unless it's
definitely.
sausage.
So smoked sausage. I mean, would be bad, but I mean, not for you. You're not the biggest of just sausage fan, but definitely. Pause. But
Smoked salmon on a bagel, that's a different story.
yeah, definitely a great one to be able to highlight.
I almost started justifying that I do, in fact, like. But I won't.
Yeah. But my favorite breakfast bagel is a breakfast sandwich is what I would go with. I'd probably go for the bagel, which most sandwiches I would go sausage as my in between as my protein in it.
Sausage patty.
Yeah, I would do a sausage patty, but for the bagel, I think I go with the bacon, egg, and cheese. The classic bacon, egg, and cheese is what I'd go with. And then for the bagel that I'd be eating it on, probably an everything bagel as well. I'd probably choose the everything bagel.
Some Asiago on some days.
Yeah. Asiago I love with a good butter. Like just butter that thing up, and the bagel can really carry itself on its own, in my opinion, on that one. So I don't necessarily need the craziness of a whole sandwich.
Wow. Well, you do have a winner here, as Timmy over at McHugh's Grill and Bar takes away $44 on this Musco prize. Congratulations there, going on out to you, Timmy. We'll have that minor jackpot still on the line as we get into this next game, now at 58 balls or less.
Absolutely. Should be a lot of fun as we get after it in this upcoming game. Just 2 minutes for you guys to do so. But continuing to talk about National Bagel Day and all the great bagel opportunities you can enjoy. What about are you sticking with the same thing that you would that would be your top pick for lunch as well? A little bit of...
No.
Really? Okay.
Used to get this quite often, or I'd make it at my dorm cafeteria.
Okay.
And I would do a toasted everything bagel, but I wouldn't put cream cheese on it. I would ixnay that, and I would put this chipotle mayo on it, and I would do a turkey, cheese, and avocado on an Asiago bagel. So good.
That seems like a great combo right there. A nice bagel sandwich. That's another.
So good.
Yeah, I forget this. You've still got a sandwich option on the lunchtime as well. It's
Sometimes I would do cream cheese, and I would do a plain bagel with turkey and Havarti, as it's kind of a knockoff of there's one coffee place that has like a turkey Havarti bagel.
That's actually where I was gonna go. I was gonna say a turkey and cheese Asiago bagel sandwich would be my number one lunchtime sandwich.
Delicious.
Yeah, and probably Havarti. I'm a big fan of the Havarti
Yeah.
cheese, so I definitely would be up there in my picks for it. So now I know what I would probably make my sandwich out of with
Absolutely.
for lunch, and then for a snack. For a snack. What's my favorite snack bagel? Because I don't want the hardiness of the sandwiches that I've picked out.
No, when it goes for a snack, I typically either do a plain Asiago toasted with butter, or I'll go the sweet route and I'll go the chocolate chip bagel and I'll have that toasted with butter. As that was probably my number one like snacking bagel while working in a bakery area.
Was it chocolate chip?
Chocolate chip bagel, like halfway through my night shift, there would always be like 6 left over, and post 6 p.m. at Panera, no one's really getting bagels unless they're getting a whole ton of them for the next day. And so I could more often than not slice and toast a bagel and just like rip off bits of it as I went through my shift.
Ooh.
And the chocolate chip was a classic.
Well, I don't know which one I'd pick for a snack, but I think the one that I want to try for a snack is the cinnamon toast bagel that you talked about that is available at Panera.
Yeah, it's like cinnamon crunch.
Yeah, cinnamon toast crunch bagel. That sounds delicious. That's right up my alley. I love cinnamon.
My
And to
jaw
have it
was
in
on the
form of-
ground earlier today when I found out that you hadn't tried it before. It seems right up your alley.
For sure it is. For sure it is. I just don't go to Panera ever. So if it was,
Next time I go, I'll get you one.
well, I would appreciate that. I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, I guess I don't realize that we don't eat there unless I go out of my way and say I want it.
Yeah. I don't eat Panera. It's just something.
It's so good.
I'm not the biggest soup and sandwich guy. That's just
I
like
could
not
live
my.
on soup and sandwiches. And okay, they have so much more now. They have like flatbread pizzas.
Oh, there's a lot of
and-
great things at Panera, but what their staple is bagels and bakery items and soup and sandwiches. That's what I think of when I think of Panera.
Oh, it was the perfect first job for me. It was incredible.
Yeah, that sounds right up your alley for sure. And it's also just a little bit, especially because it's soup and sandwiches. I've always been like, I'd rather just have it at home, like, and not spend the extra money for.
Okay,
'cause-
well, I had that sentiment as well, but guess what? I hated the store-bought broccoli cheddar soup.
That's right. You did. You just got yourself a bowl, a bread bowl, and you tried it, and it was the worst thing that you'd had.
Almost couldn't eat it. It was horrible. I was very, very disappointed. I think I either have to make my own recipe at home or just go buy some Panera.
I'm sure some homemade broccoli cheddar
My
soup
dad,
would
I
be
grew up having my
delicious.
dad's homemade, and I never ate Panera, and then I don't have my dad's cooking anymore.
Yeah. You got to just figure out his recipe. We'll need him to write his own cookbook before we
Yeah, go ahead. Finish that sentence. Go ahead.
before we move far away from him, and we can't get his cooking on the regular.
That's a good save.
We got JJZ over at the Pickled Loon Saloon, Grand Rapids, taking home $68.70 in that awesome win. Congratulations to you, JJZ, as we now get enrolled into this next game. Minor jackpot, clicking up to 60 balls or less in this upcoming matchup, as we just saw that must go out at 59 balls, one ball away from taking home that minor jackpot. We'll do it again, and you'll take home that minor jackpot that is closing now in on $300, over $300 at $316, and quickly growing as we get enrolled over the next 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
That's right, so stick around and get enrolled as we talk about our next national day, National Booch Day. On January 15th, National Booch Day, also known as National Kombucha Day, kicks off a delicious way to celebrate with kombucha fans.
Absolutely a little good kombucha action. I really had not been one to drink kombucha ever throughout my life until I met Jordy. And Jordy's dad brews his own kombucha. It's really the only kombucha I've ever really drank. I've tried some of Jordy's kombucha that she's bought, but his kombucha I've actually had full glasses of, and I really enjoy his apple cider kombucha that is delicious. It's really sweet, and I could drink it as just a regular drink without even thinking about the just health and gut benefits that come with drinking kombucha.
Absolutely. I wanted to get my hands on some kombucha today, and I ran out of patience as a gentleman at the grocery store was spending over a good 10 minutes just browsing the one section of kombucha. And so I didn't stick around and wait my turn. And I missed out on
what
it.
is your favorite flavor of kombucha?
So it's called the Green Medley Kombucha, and it's got green Granny Smith apples. It's got
Oh.
kale. It's got
Apple works so good in kombucha. Just putting that out.
usually apple is the base of all kombuchas, as apple cider vinegar goes into making kombucha. But yeah, classic apple is always a great flavor. There's so many other additives that go into the green medley that are just like spinach. I think sea moss is in there. There's a bunch of different, just random stuff in it, and it is probably my favorite.
You're the best flavor out there.
Yeah, either that or a guava kombucha.
Ooh, guava's super tasty.
Yeah, there's this one called Guava Goddess, I think it's called, and it's so good.
Guava goddess.
I'm a
Well,
really big fan of most kombuchas, though. I haven't met more than a handful of kombuchas I haven't loved.
hey, kombucha better worry when I come its way.
Kombuchas hate to see me come. Just kidding.
It's a great one to be able to highlight here on today. It's also just so beneficial, even though it tastes good as well as a fun little drink.
It is
also,
an acquired taste, I will say.
I feel like there's some kombucha that you would just feel like you're drinking a juice. I feel like there's other kombucha that you drink and you're like, oh, this definitely has the kombucha flavor.
It depends on the person, that's for sure. I would go and try out some different kombuchas if you're a brand new booch lover. Yeah, I can't say that it's for everybody. I've
Yeah.
shown kombucha to most people in my life, and only about 30% of them have ever had it again.
Yeah, no, I get that. But it's got great benefits to
Huge
yourself.
benefits.
So happy National Booch Day and enjoy some kombucha on today.
Absolutely. That is an awesome one there. We are about 10 balls out from giving away a great prize. In line to give out one of these awesome minor, major, or mega jackpot prizes. We'll have to see who is able to take it home as we move on to our next national day, National Strawberry Ice Cream Day. And each year, National Strawberry Ice Cream Day falls on January 15th and aims to celebrate one of the choicest flavors of ice cream. All flavors of ice cream are recognized on July 1st, if you guys were curious, but today is the day to focus on the strawberries.
Oh yeah, my favorite side of the Neapolitan chocolate like rectangle ice cream sandwich is the strawberry side because it is just a great combo with the chocolate wafer and the strawberry works so tasty.
I can't say I've ever had a Neapolitan ice cream sandwich.
Really? Really? I feel like they're just classics. So I
don't know.
I assume that most
The classic vanilla has always been the one that most people have in my functions I've attended throughout my youth.
that's
And I never leaned towards them. If they had popsicles, I was much more of a popsicle kid.
I'd understand that. There's definitely some cons to the frozen ice cream sandwich, especially with
That
the chocolate
classic
wafers.
Chocolate, yeah, one I'm not a fan of.
Yeah, it sticks to the roof of your mouth.
It's like
and-
eating plain white bread, and it just sticks to the top of your mouth as you take that bite. It's just not enjoyable to
I
me.
love eating plain white bread. We got fun girls over at the Roosters Barn and Grill. Take it home, $98.10 on our must-go win. Surprising that we weren't able to give out that minor jackpot in this game, but that just means for some more fun in this awesome game number 10 of Game Day, or game number 11 of Game Day Bingo, I should say, as we got that minor jackpot now at 62 balls or less at $448. And that's quickly growing as we continue to get enrolled. But we're talking about ice cream, in particular strawberry ice cream.
Well, we were talking a little bit about ice cream sandwiches and
Yes.
that chocolate wafer sandwich, and you say that the strawberry ice cream is your favorite side of the Neapolitan sandwich.
Absolutely. It's a good one. It's one that both me and former co-host John Higgins, as well as former co-host Will, were all a fan of the strawberry side of this sandwich. Oh, yeah, we're big group fans over here.
Oh, absolutely. That's a super fun one. I'm sure it'd be my favorite too. I'm a big sucker for strawberry ice cream. I'm a big fan of it just in general by itself. So much so that I even bought myself a little tiny carton to enjoy on today for National Strawberry Ice Cream Day. Now, if you got served a bowl of strawberry ice cream, what would you want on top of it?
Ooh, a little bit of strawberry ice cream. I would say the
Maybe a little chocolate magic show, or
That's what I was gonna go for.
was it?
Yeah, yeah, I
I
did.
just know you so
But you
well.
took my Kaboom away. Shout out to Kaboom who won a jackpot earlier today.
Shout out Kaboom.
But yes, yeah, probably some chocolate magic shell on top of it. I just love that whole thing when it goes with it, and probably some whipped cream to top the top. But when I think of the whipped cream on it, I don't think of the chocolate magic shell. I think it would be separate for me. Like if I was gonna do the whipped
It's gotta be
cream,
one or the other.
one or the other, and I'm gonna say strawberry ice cream goes better with the whipped cream than it does with the chocolate magic shell. So I'll go with whipped cream and and strawberry ice cream.
Right on. That seems like a pretty tasty one on today. I will say those sprinkles, specifically the chocolate sprinkles. You know what I'm talking about?
No, no, I'd have no idea what you're talking about. Chocolate sprinkles? As we get back into this one, Jordy was saying her favorite. Uh,
It would have to probably be chocolate sprinkles on top of my strawberry ice cream, or just like, yeah, chocolate sprinkles.
really?
Yeah, I don't
Uh,
really like anything on top of my strawberry ice cream. I'm making conversation.
yeah, yeah. I'm surprised by the chocolate sprinkles.
Have you never had chocolate sprinkles?
Yes, I've had chocolate
I was
sprinkles.
gonna say they're like a staple at every kid's ice cream sundae party ever.
Yeah, I always hated them. I was always an
Why?
anti-chocolate sprinkles guy. I don't know. They weren't that good to me. I didn't think they were tasty.
Did you
I,
prefer the regular sprinkles?
no, I didn't like sprinkles in general. All
Oh, well,
sprinkle.
there you go.
I'm a big anti-sprinkle guy. I like a lot of other toppings, but the sprinkle toppings, crushed Oreos, ooh, so good. But
Crushed Oreos are superior.
yeah, crushed Oreos would be a great mix in with strawberry ice cream. I think would work really really well.
Oh, I'm sure. It sounds like a delicious one on today. Whether you pile it high with toppings or have it plain, strawberry ice cream is the ice cream of choice on today to help celebrate this great national day.
Are you gonna be celebrating later tonight as we just picked ourselves up some strawberry ice cream?
Yes, I am.
Oh, well, great stuff as we move on to National Hat Day. Hang on to your hats and celebrate in style on National Hat Day. Celebrate each year on January 15th. Don your favorite fedora, cap, cloak, derby, or sun hat. Dig out your ceremonial best and tell the story behind it. Wear your warmest toque, stocking cap, or beanie and share the name you give it. There are so many hats, fashions, and names we give them. Certainly, we could wear a hat a day and never get through them all.
Absolutely. We have our winner here, though. Taking home the minor jackpot prize is Cheese at the Beartown Lounge. Congratulations going on out to you, Cheese, in this great game. We'll have $105 getting tacked onto a double Musco prize. Getting into this next game, super exciting stuff.
Absolutely. You can find so many great hats out there, and to be enjoyed wherever you are at. They bring a different attitude with everything that you wear, from the classic ball cap to the classic winter attire with the beanie. Or maybe you're feeling festive, as a lot of different festivities have their own hats, like Halloween has the classic witch's hat. Or Christmas, you can don the Santa Claus cap. There are so many different hats to fit the different moods that you're in. It's definitely a fun one to be able to highlight.
Absolutely. This is a great one on today. I have quite a few hats that I absolutely love and have held on to throughout the years, and they each tell a very telling story.
Definitely a fun one. What's that? A hat. A
Crazy, funky, junky hat. Overslept. Harry Sightly, trying to look like Keira Knightley. We been there, we done that. We see right through your funky hat.
Yeah, great stuff
There you
there.
go.
Great stuff there. Thank you for knowing the entire thing for me. I could only start. I could not finish.
I remember useless jingles.
Yeah, yeah. No, you're like, it's a jingle? Oh, yeah, I know
It's
it.
ingrained
I
in
know
my
it.
head forever.
Yeah, hats are awesome, though. Hats are great.
Absolutely. I have a wand for a hat. I don't even know if it's considered a hat. It's like a scarf and a hat and a hood came together. A scarf, a hat, and a hood came together, and it's called the balaclava. And
Okay.
I want one so bad. It's essentially a just hood that's got a little bit thicker of a neck, but it's not attached to anything. You just slip it on.
Scaroot,
What?
scarf, hood, and a hat.
Yeah.
Scaroot.
Balaclava.
I like Scaroot better.
I like balaclava. I think that's a really fun name
It is.
for a hat.
That is a fun name for a hat. Where is it from? Is it with that kind of name? Do you have any idea?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Balaclava.
Ball.